just want to say that I stand in solidarity with women anywhere in the world, women and girls who are trying to make their lives better in any way possible, who have that determination, who have that dedication.
He said, girl, please call me back. I need you so bad. Please call me back. I need you so bad.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's Tyra Travels, I'm going to take you through the last little while here of my artist residency in Colombia. I am halfway through March, so almost at the end now. In today's episode, we're going to cover 2 concerts, we're going to cover some teaching, we're also going to cover a birthday, and a lot more, so stay tuned. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. I want to thank the team over there for sponsoring it. HelloFresh is a super amazing meal prep alternative. I don't always have time to do groceries. I'm very busy, especially back home in Toronto, and often I order HelloFresh to help me with that. I don't have time to go to the grocery store and be picking all this stuff myself, and so what they do is they send you it in a box, like delivered right to your door. It's super amazing, super easy, and the prep is all done, everything's portioned, and it's super fun to like try new recipes, so definitely check them out. There will be a link below in the description if you're interested. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. So one of the special things that happened in the last little while was a few trips to Manizales. Manizales is about an hour and change away from Riosucio, and it's right at the top of the mountain, so it's like even higher in the mountains than Riosucio. It's like a little bit chillier, but the views are just spectacular. They have amazing coffee, amazing chocolate. The first night that we arrived there too, on our first trip there, because we went there twice, we went to a hot spring which was like in the side of the mountain, and that was just glorious. We went and had some barbecue after, and I had the best sleep of my life that night, and I felt like I really needed it at that point, just something to kind of like unwind. And I am like a spa girl through and through. Like I will go to a spa over going to like a new nightclub or even a new restaurant. Like spas for me are just like special magical places of healing and like rejuvenation, and the sleep you get after is just like incomparable. So we were mostly there on the first trip doing some errands. We were getting some sound equipment to set up the stages back here in Riosucio. And if you guys don't know, I'm also a sound engineer by trade, so I know how to work with sound and do sound setups. And that was a big project for us to give back to our host here, to Carlos, to his business, to help them figure out a better situation for this sound over there, because they're a live music venue. Also because we would be playing there. So we did some of that. We hung out in the square for a little bit, and we met this guy who was actually the model back in the day for one of the statues in the square. So he had all these kind of like newspaper clippings and was telling us the story, and that was kind of cool and kind of a weird coincidence, because we were flying the drone and looking at this statue from all sorts of angles, and then we just like happened to meet the guy who like modeled for it afterwards while we were having coffee. So at the end of the trip to Manizales, we went to see some muralists who were painting the outside of this new gallery that was about to open, and I just fell in love. This space was so magical. It was so cool. It was kind of like a home for the film festival, but also a home for broader arts. So for music, for painting, for classes for kids. There's also like a bar in the back and a coffee shop in the front. And so the team there, we just like fell in love with them. They invited us to play at their opening 2 weeks later. So we ended up coming back to Manizales 10 days, I think, not even 2 weeks, like 10 days later for the opening. And that was super magical, very experimental. We met some really cool other musicians who were also performing. We got to meet an amazing poet, and this was just a really special night. So here's some clips from that.
Play with me, not right now. Lay with me, not right now. Stay with me, not right now. Not right now, not right now. Play with me, not right now. Lay with me, not right now. Stay with me, not right now. Not right now. He said, girl, please call me back. I need you so bad.
De ese cielo que ya no reniega de la tierra, sino que la toma y la abraza, porque reconoce su verdad.
El evento se trata pues de la apertura de este sitio que se llama El Bestiario, que es una casa cultural, una casa de arte, donde pues convergen diferentes expresiones artísticas, el cine, la pintura, pues en mi caso el muralismo. Bueno, digamos que mi papel, yo vine a pintar mural, trabajo con el seudónimo de Arturo Volati, y mi obra, digamos que para hablar en general de ella, está ligada o tiene que ver muchísimo con el fuego. Entonces digamos que es el principal recurso simbólico de todo lo que pinto, desde lo figurativo a lo abstracto.
Another thing we got to celebrate was the birthday of our friend Jose, and this was really cool because it was like catered, there was amazing music, everyone was in Hawaiian shirts, and it's always just really fun to celebrate birthdays here, especially like this one was a 50th, so big birthdays like that are just like really cool. He also kind of like took us through his life in music, which was like so awesome. Like he would go song by song, like this is what I was listening to like when I was writing my grad thesis, or like this is what I was listening to when this happened, and it was just a really special night. Okay, so Ash Wednesday here, which comes after Mardi Gras, we got invited to go and visit the weaving classes for Fundación Hogar Nueva Vida. So one of the extracurricular activities they do is traditional weaving, which is to make ponchos, to make table runners, to make all sorts of textiles and garments. And this was really cool to get to kind of fit in and see how they do it, the different techniques, the vibrant colors, all of that was really awesome. We also got treated to café con panela, which is like just so delicious. And yeah, it's just really nice to hang out with the girls and do something different than the music lessons that we've been doing. But we've also been teaching at the school English, and I've been teaching flute lessons concurrently as well. So here's some more clips from that. So I mentioned in the previous episode that we've been preparing for a concert that would benefit La Fundación Hogar Nueva Vida, or the Foundation Home for New Life. And we've been printing out posters for that, doing tickets, and also doing rehearsals. Now, today is actually after the concert, so I'm gonna get into how that went a little later. It was a really special evening, but basically my role in preparing for the concert was to prepare a lot of the print assets, to do the design for like the flyers and everything, because I love to do stuff like that, and also to do the visuals. So we had like a visual loop playing in the background like while the event was happening, and I made like a little promo video for the school, or sorry, for the foundation that they could use on their socials, and that we could also show at the concert so that people would know why we're here, what the foundation is kind of about, how can they get more involved if they so choose. We also ran a raffle at the concert, so that took a fair bit of organization as well, finding sponsors in the community, which wasn't that hard. People here were very generous and very excited actually to participate and to attend the concert. But we gave away prizes like a dinner for two, or a gym membership, or a dental cleaning, as a way to also raise money and give back to the school. I forget what day of the week it was, but I remember seeing on the Instagram for the Carnaval that they were doing an unveiling at the museum of this past Carnaval's devil head, so this year's devil head. So sometimes they can't always keep the full devil that they've created, so they just keep the head and they put it on display in the museum. And this year was the largest devil, so obviously that would have been hard to like shrink down and put in a building. But we went to that, and that was a very special occasion. It was nice to see the people from the Corporación del Carnaval again, and to hear from the creative director. Just a big thank you, he basically said. He was tearful even, like it's such a huge moment. It must be so huge to have that honor to create the devil and to participate in the community in that way, to like create something that's so much bigger than yourself. So it was very touching. We also got to explore some of the other exhibits, so they had some of the costumes on display from this year, and that was a really fun time as well. Okay, so I want to get back to the rehearsals and the concert a little bit. I'll be sharing some clips of the concert and how that went. But first, we rehearsed with the band I Would Do Thursdays. And this was just so much fun because I haven't ever played the songs from Carnival, from my project, with a live band like this. I usually sing live to the track that's playing in the background, or I perform solo with acoustic guitar. For instance, for the opening of Bestiario, the gallery in Manizales, I performed with just guitar and some cool projections. Those were a collaboration with some of the artists who also like work out of the gallery there. So I'm kind of hopping a little around the timeline here, but that was a really cool collaboration. But yeah, I just sang those songs, me and guitar, which I love to do, don't get me wrong, but there's also something so special and magical about being able to perform them with a band and play with like the percussive elements, play with the arrangement, and they kind of take on a new life separate from the recordings. So even just rehearsing these was like super fun. We rehearsed them at the Fundación Hogar Nueva Vida in the evening. So after the girls had finished their extracurriculars, after I had finished teaching flute, and that was really awesome. I ended up rehearsing 5 songs with them to perform for the concert, and so I'll show you a few clips from rehearsal. take you in to meet the band. So they each introduce themselves and they'll let you know what instrument they play.
Hola, soy Joseph García. Soy baterista y percusionista.
Hola, yo soy Jaime Castro y soy pianista.
Soy Aleyer Taborda y toco el bajo.
Hola, soy Jason y toco la batería y la percusión.
So the concert itself, I posted a little get ready with me video on my Instagram and TikTok on my socials, so you can go check that out. I was rehearsing all day, warming up my vocals, warming up my guitar. The concert was a huge success. We raised so much money for the school. Like one person alone donated what our goal was. And so we far surpassed the goal. They said it was their best benefit or best fundraiser that they've ever had in the 27 years that the school has been running. And so that was really special. Like my heart was just like so full after that concert. I just want to say that I stand in solidarity with women anywhere in the world, women and girls who are trying to make their lives better in any way possible, who have that determination, who have that dedication, the women who give it back to their community, who are doing that for young girls, to Claudia, who was our partner in running this event, and our initial connection to the foundation. I just don't think that it can be understated, like having access to education. And I know that there are so many people around the world, like women in Iran right now, who are fighting for that. And it breaks my heart, but it also like motivates me so much to be an advocate for that cause, to not only teach and to give my time, but also to promote causes like this and to help to give them a bigger platform, help to give them a bigger voice. I think that a big part of this event was just that, was like, how can we get more eyes on the work that's being done at the foundation? How can we get more eyes on what this means to the girls by interviewing them and asking them themselves, like what their feelings are, what they enjoy about it, how it's helped them. The concert was so special too because previous girls who had gone to the foundation, who are now grown women, grown adults, like were in attendance at the concert. There was just so much love in the room. The president of the foundation, like every time I would walk by her, she would give me a hug and say like, thank you, like this is so amazing. And it's like, it's really special to play for an event as a live performer that where the cause is so much bigger than just you and just the music, and it honestly makes it more enjoyable to perform. So following the concert on Saturday, so the Sunday afterwards, we held an open house at the gallery here, which was mostly for parents and for their kids. So because when we were passing out tickets, it's an event in a bar, kids couldn't come. So we were like, well, let's do something special just for the kids and for the parents as well. And that, like, my heart just exploded. Like, we got to jam with the kids, and I think they were just such a phenomenal band. The energy was so good. We put up some like posters for kids to like doodle on and stuff and write their names. We had ice cream. The news was there for that as well. And that was just like the cherry on top of such a perfect weekend. I just couldn't have asked for it to go any better than it did. Like, it was just so much fun, like really. And even at like when I went to take a break and have some ice cream, some of this group of younger girls came up and they were playing songs and singing, and it was just like really, just like, they were so amazing. It was just like so touching and so much fun. It was like really a chill way. It was like less programmed than the concert the previous night. So it was really awesome. It was like a little bit of a scramble last minute to just kind of like go get the ice cream, go get some markers, like make sure the whole place was kind of like set up, but it was so worth it and I had so much fun. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm gonna be traveling to Medellin shortly, so episode 6 will cover that and kind of the last little chunk of my time here. I just want to say again, thank you to everyone who came out to the show. Thank you to everyone who's been commenting and showing support online as well from back home. If you've seen clips from the concert, I'm going to be sharing a lot more. I also want to say thank you to everyone who has shown interest and excitement in my upcoming release for the Not Right Now remixes. So those are going to be out March 24th. So very soon, and I'm so excited to share them with you. I also have so much more stuff I've been working on, and follow me on socials because I post a lot more frequently there, and you can see kind of more of my day-to-day during my time here, during my artist residency, and the work I've been up to. Thank you guys. Bye.